Days of Our Lives exits, stunning returns, and heartbreaking twists. In the ever-turbulent world of Days of Our Lives, just when viewers thought they could breathe easy with the recent return of the beloved Hernandez family, the soap has thrown a curveball no one saw coming. Departure news is swirling, and this time, it appears Rafe Hernandez could be the next major character to leave Salem. The shocking exit we didn't expect. Rafe's future in Salem in doubt. Friday's episode left longtime fans reeling. After a tense conversation with Jada Hunter, Rafe dropped a bombshell that no one, not even the most seasoned viewers, could have anticipated. In a quiet but emotional moment, he revealed that he would be stepping down from Black Patch and accepting a job in another town. It all unfolded after Jada terminated her contract with Black Patch, setting off a chain reaction that now threatens to remove one of Salem's few remaining anchors of stability. After all the years spent slowly reuniting the Hernandez family in Salem, could it really be that Rafe is now slipping away, just as things were finally falling into place? As of this moment, there's been no official statement regarding actor Galen Gering's status with the show. Yet, the writing seems to be on the wall. With Belle and E.J. DiMera's flirtation heating up, and Jada possibly finding comfort in Sean Brady's arms, the stage is being set for Rafe to become isolated, romantically and professionally. If Rafe no longer has a badge or a steady case load with Black Patch, his role in Salem could indeed become much smaller. It's a heartbreaking notion for fans who have grown to love his steady, calming presence over the years. It almost feels as though the show has systematically backed him into a corner, leaving him with no clear path forward. Will anyone step in to save Rafe's place in town? Or is this the beginning of a bittersweet farewell? Fans are holding their breath, hoping for a last-minute miracle. The return of a soap opera legend, Michael Dietz joins DOOL as Dr. Jeffrey Russell, while the loss of Rafe casts a long shadow. Days of Our Lives is also giving fans something to celebrate. Soap opera veteran Michael Dietz is making a highly anticipated return to daytime television. Starting April 30th, Dietz will debut as Dr. Jeffrey Russell, and longtime soap fans will instantly recognize him from his memorable roles on The Bold and the Beautiful, Port Charles, and Guiding Light. This time around, Dietz will take on a critical role in a tense, life-or-death storyline. Dr. Russell is in possession of a groundbreaking drug. One that just might be the key to saving the legendary Beau Brady, who clings to life by a fragile thread. Desperation hangs heavy in the air as Kayla Brady, overcome with grief and determination, pleads with Dr. Russell to release the miracle drug. However, Dr. Russell, bound by rules and possibly haunted by his own ethical struggles, refuses. He insists that his hands are tied, that it's beyond his control. But when it comes to family, the people of Salem are known for doing whatever it takes. In a daring and dangerous move, Sean Brady and Steve "Patch" Johnson conspire to steal the drug. As Friday's cliffhanger approaches, viewers will be on the edge of their seats. Will Dr. Russell catch them red-handed? Will Beau's life be saved, or is this desperate gamble doomed to fail? Michael Dietz's return injects a new surge of energy into the show, and his character's complex moral dilemma is sure to ignite plenty of drama in the weeks ahead. Longtime soap lovers, prepare yourselves. This is the kind of story that keeps you glued to the screen. More familiar faces return to Salem. As if that weren't enough excitement, the week of April 28 through May 2 promises even more thrills as a parade of familiar faces returns to Salem. Look out for the reappearance of Felicity Green and Rita Leslie, two characters whose comebacks are expected to stir up new complications for our favorite Salem residents. And keep a particularly sharp eye on Amy Choi, whose upcoming moments will prove to be pivotal. While the details of Amy's storyline remain tightly under wraps, insiders promise that her scenes will have a lasting impact on the town's tangled web of relationships. Susan Banks. From comic relief to harbinger of doom, of course, no visit to Salem would be complete without a dose of the delightfully eccentric Susan Banks. Actress Stacey Hayduke continues to light up the screen with her portrayal of E.J. DiMera's unpredictable and often hilarious mother. But while Susan is often a source of comic relief, this time, laughter will give way to dread. Days of Our Lives teases that Susan will find herself plagued by dark visions and disturbing suspicions. After a chilling hallucination, Susan becomes convinced that her dear nephew Johnny DiMera may be hiding a horrific secret, one that could destroy their family forever. Could Johnny have committed the ultimate betrayal? Could he have pulled the trigger that ended his father's life? As tension mounts, Susan will find herself caught in the middle of increasingly volatile confrontations between Johnny and EJ. Her ominous warnings, often dismissed as nonsense by those around her, may prove to be chillingly accurate. For fans of Salem's darker storylines, this promises to be a haunting and unforgettable arc. Another goodbye, Kyle Loder says farewell to Rex Brady. Again, finally, Days of Our Lives confirmed another departure that will tug at fans' heartstrings. Kyle Loder has officially wrapped his latest stint as Rex Brady. After a whirlwind visit filled with emotional reunions and lingering regrets, Rex will be bidding farewell to Salem once more. Though his return was brief, Rex's presence stirred up old wounds and unfinished business, particularly where matters of the heart are concerned. As he exits stage left, viewers are left wondering, will Rex ever find lasting happiness, or is he doomed to remain a wanderer, forever searching for a place to call home? The road ahead, what's next for Salem? As April turns into May, Days of Our Lives promises to keep delivering the drama, suspense, and heartache that fans crave. With Rafe's fate hanging in the balance, Bo Brady's life on the line, returning favorites shaking things up, and dark family secrets threatening to explode, Salem is hurtling toward a season of seismic change. For those who have loved these characters for decades, the upcoming weeks will be an emotional roller coaster ride you won't want to miss. Stay tuned, stay strong, and remember, in Salem, anything can happen, and it usually does. Heartbreak and goodbyes. Jada and Rafe reach their final crossroads. It's often said that love can conquer all, but sometimes, even the strongest love is no match for broken trust, missed chances, and the heavy weight of what has been left unsaid for far too long. In a series of emotional scenes that will leave a lasting impact on Days of Our Lives fans, Jada and Rafe, a couple many had hoped would beat the odds, have finally faced the truth: their relationship is over. The beginning of the end unfolded quietly, yet heavily, in a moment of mutual realization and painful honesty. Jada and Sean found themselves once again discussing the aftermath of the shooting incident that had rocked Salem. Their conversation quickly turned to a troubling subject. Ava. Her behavior was growing more suspicious by the day, and neither Jada nor Sean could ignore the mounting signs that she was hiding something crucial. Sean, determined to get to the bottom of it, decided he needed to head to the hospital to question EJ directly. Before he left, though, Jada casually mentioned that Rafe would be stopping by to speak with her. There was an odd tension in the air, a heaviness that neither Sean nor Jada could quite explain. But it was there, thick and inescapable. As Sean walked away, Jada took a deep breath. She knew the conversation she was about to have with Rafe would change everything. Not long after, Rafe arrived. His face was weary, worn down not just by the pressures of work or the recent turmoil in town, but by the quiet erosion of his relationship with Jada, an erosion he hadn't wanted to admit, but could no longer deny. They sat down across from each other. For a long moment, neither said a word. Then Jada, with a calmness that only comes from rehearsing something painful 100 times in her mind, began to speak. "I don't think we have a relationship anymore," she said quietly, yet firmly. "I don't think we can move forward from this." Rafe's heart seemed to crack visibly in front of her. He leaned forward, struggling to find words. "I still believe in us, Jada," he said. "Maybe too much has happened, sure. But I want to fight for us." Jada shook her head, the sorrow etched deeply into her features. "We had good times, Rafe. No one can take that away. But, the trust was broken. And once it's broken, it's hard, sometimes impossible, to get it back." She hesitated, the memories flooding back, the laughter, the shared dreams, the small, sweet moments that had once made her believe they were building something real. But now those memories felt like remnants of a different life, a life they couldn't return to. Jada continued, her voice soft but unwavering. EJ is responsible for a lot of the chaos, yes. But honestly, we were struggling even before all that. When I took over your old job, it changed things between us. We weren't the same after that. Maybe we tried to pretend we were, but deep down, we both knew. The room seemed to grow colder, heavier with every word. Rafe swallowed hard, trying to hold on to his composure. You mean a lot to me, he said, his voice rough with emotion. You always will. But maybe you're right. Maybe it's time we take a step back. Jada blinked quickly, fighting back tears. I still love you, Rafe. I think I always will. But love isn't enough when the foundation is cracked. We deserve to be happy, even if it's not together. The silence between them was deafening. Finally, Rafe made the decision he had been dreading but now knew was necessary. He told Jada that he was resigning from Black Patch, the private investigative firm that had once given his life meaning and structure after leaving the police force. I got a call from my old boss, he said quietly. They're offering me a remote position. It's a good opportunity. I think I'm going to accept it. Jada nodded, tears slipping down her cheeks despite her best efforts to stay strong. You'll do great, Rafe, she said, her voice trembling. You always do. They stood up slowly, as if time itself was dragging them back toward each other for one final moment. And then, without words, they embraced, a long, bittersweet hug filled with all the things they couldn't say aloud. Regret. Love. Grief. Hope for a future that would now unfold on separate paths. I'll miss you, Jada whispered. I'll miss you too, Rafe replied. And just like that, a chapter closed. Not with shouting, not with accusations, not with anger. But with sorrow, acceptance, and a mutual acknowledgement that sometimes, love isn't enough to overcome the battles fought silently inside. As Rafe walked away, his figure growing smaller down the hallway, Jada sat back down, alone with her thoughts and a heart heavier than she had ever imagined. The dreams she had once built with him were now just dust in the wind, scattered and irretrievable. Outside, the world moved on, oblivious to the quiet heartbreak that had just unfolded inside. But for Jada and Rafe, nothing would ever quite be the same again.